Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. It's been a while. I've dropped the Ilana moniker since I left. I've been taking care of my house, my life, myself, my kids. I've been posting on my Instagram that I will link down below a lot of food that I've been making, and my friends on Discord, particularly my very good friend Melissa Lace. You can find her also here on YouTube. I will link her down below too. She's the inspiration as to why I'm back to YouTube. She has requested that I start making videos of how I make my food, because when it comes to cooking, I am two things. One, I'm a huge fan of food. I'm obviously not super skinny, but also I'm very lazy. And I blush when I say that because it's kind of an embarrassing thing to admit. I'm lazy when it comes to food. And I apologize if you hear a background noise. The kids are over there waiting for dinner. The dishwasher is here cleaning up lunch. But today I'm going to make for you something that is an all-time favorite in my house. My kids love it. Everybody loves it. And it's super easy. And I'm going to walk you through the recipe. And I'm going to write that out in the description box below as well. But before we get started, I would like to say that I've been on Twitch. I am DNGR_DANNI, Danger Danny. You can join me there Monday, Wednesday, Fridays from 9 p.m. Central Time to 11 p.m. Central Time, or random moments during the weekends. I also have one more thing to say. When I first started my Twitch career, I believe in June or July, I had an incident happen where one of my early followers, a very good friend, had gotten bad news, and during my stream informed me that he wanted to kill himself. I tried everything I could to talk him out of it. Thank God his parents were able to stop him in time. Ever since then, I have been an advocate, screaming to the world, please, there's a better way. And I will link down below in my description box. Every video from now on will always have the hotline numbers for if you feel like there's no other way, if you feel like you need help with something. There are phone numbers you can call. I am not a trained therapist. I don't know how to handle the situation. So I am now directing people forever. I'm going to direct people where they need to go. And I just wanted to let you know that there is a better way, but I am here for you. So let's get on to the video and to the actual recipe, because I'm pretty sure my kids are hungry. I'm gonna start, if I can just turn your attention to the oven. I'm gonna turn this on to 350 degrees. According to my conversion chart, that is 175 degrees Celsius. So let's move on to the food. Here I have 1 pound each of ground turkey and ground beef. Now I like to mix these together because it makes a leaner, less greasy overall. I'm going to add to this 1 teaspoon of pepper and 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 cup of breadcrumbs. I'm going to crush 10 Ritz crackers, 10 Ritz crackers all crushed up, 1 large egg. And I've got a 2 tablespoons here. I'm going to add of ketchup. Shake the bottle first, please. Please, for the love of God, people who don't shake the bottle first, please just do it. And then I'm going to grab one of my handy little spatulas and just scrape that in. And there it is. And now all you need to do is use one tool, your hands. I'm not a big fan of this, but we'll do it. Gotta mix it all together. I like to do a twisting motion. Oh, it's so cold and squishy. And yet, for some reason, I also love it. I hate it and I love it. I hate, like, the feeling under my nails. I'm gonna flip it and keep going until it's all mixed together. And then try to like shape it into a loaf. because our next step requires a loaf pan. And now we're going to get stuck to the bowl. We're going to, this is greased, by the way. I sprayed it with Pam. Now we're going to just sort of shape it into the shape of our pan. Trying to make sure that it is evenly level, because you don't want to have a thick side and a thin side. You'll wind up with a half that's uncooked. This is a recipe that belonged to my grandmother. All right, now we clean up. Next, we're gonna put this in here for 30 minutes, okay? In 30 minutes, we're gonna pour some more ketchup on the top and kind of spread that out a bit. And then we'll cook it after that for another 15 minutes. I'll see you again in 30. Now we're gonna take this out of the oven. Turn off the kitchen timer that's beeping at me. But it's not done. It still has 15 minutes of cooking. First thing we're gonna do though is cover it completely on the top. And I'm gonna use a spatula to help spread this. It's a silicone spatula. I got them on Amazon. And there we go. Now I'm just going to push that back in. And we're gonna cook it for another 15 minutes. Setting my timer. Voila! I'll see you in 15. I just wanted to put this out there real quickly while that's finishing up its cooking, that this is the kind of content that I'm going to be giving you from now on. And the reason is because makeup breaks me out like crazy. I fell out of love with it so fast. When everything happened with the makeup community, I lost a lot of respect for a lot of influencers that I was watching, and I took a step back and decided, you know what, this is not where I wanted to be, this is not who I wanted to be. I need to reevaluate my life. And I did. I focused on my house. I went to Twitch. I've been streaming there, doing a lot of The Sims 4. And sometimes other games as well, but mostly I'm majority The Sims 4, and I have a lot of fun with it. I got to the point where I was regretting everything about me. And I realized I wasn't growing the way that the channel wasn't growing the way I wanted it to. And it was probably because I was doing what everyone else was doing and what everybody had seen 1,000 times before. And I mean, that's just like, you know. So now I've been watching a lot of YouTube, a lot of all sorts of different things like normal, but I noticed my attentions change from beauty vloggers and gurus to other things like cooking stuff. And it's made me want to cook more and try more recipes out. And I liked finding a lot of easy recipes that are good for a family where you don't have a lot of time, or you don't have a lot of patience, or you're constantly distracted, because I've got 2 small children. They're right there. I can see them from where I'm at. And it meant a lot to me to find that. And one of my favorite YouTubers who has opened up a world of food for me is actually Barry Lewis. He's an English YouTuber. He does cooking. He's My Virgin Kitchen. And I love him to pieces. I mean, he's like the one person out there that I would like seriously squee like over the idea of ever collabing with him. And he'd probably be the only one that I ever probably would jump at the chance. But I realized while I was experimenting with food and, you know, posting the pictures on Instagram, that I've actually got a bit of a knack for food. And yes, I'm still wearing a wig. Now there's a good reason. I have no hair. So yeah. Other than that, that's it for now. I'll see you when the food is done. Now doesn't that look good? I went ahead and made some instant mashed potatoes, and I cracked open a can of corn. Now I'm gonna go ahead and slice into that meatloaf and show you what it looks like. First of all, if you notice, it has a nice even coloring all the way through. So yummy looking. Oh my goodness. I actually have trays behind me for the kids. They're already sitting over there. They're like foaming at the mouth. They want this so bad. Just gonna show you. how amazing this looks. I'm gonna give this one to one of the kids because Brandon loves the. But look at that. Does that not? Looks simply dazzling. I think it looks amazing. I'm just gonna plate this up. Add a bit of corn, some of the potatoes. That literally, because I was already brewing some hot water for coffee, this was so fast to make. Alright everybody, I hope that you liked this little mealtime. If you want to see more, I'm going to be just posting recipes from now on and maybe even trying gadgets in the kitchen. Very possibly, I don't know for sure. Be sure to hit that subscribe button then, because guess what? I'm back! This is what I like, this is what I enjoy, and this is what we're doing. So, bye, have a great time. We got this, right? Have a good one, guys.